go. Is up. That's up. All right, that's going. That's
If I
going.
survive to the end of this campaign, I would like to be remembered as a legendary
I will be
immortal
completely honest
Warforged.
with you. If you somehow die before the end, I will be fucking shocked. I will be visibly.
He's just
I
gonna
will be
ascend.
visibly aghast
He,
if you somehow fucking kick the bucket.
he's just gonna become the Warforged. Like he's just gonna ascend to demigodhood. Just like, well, he's Cypher's chosen now.
Yeah.
That'd be metal. That'd be so metal.
So I mean, I'll be completely honest. I mean, he doesn't really have. I think the nearest thing he has to chosen is Codex, of course, but I mean that's just a granted thing, and I mean technically Boros
I thought
is
you
one
cut
of
out at the
his.
perfect time with the G, and I thought you cut out at the perfect time with that.
What? Why? What'd you
Mhm.
hear?
I'm sorry.
What'd you hear?
Oh, I can't hear him anymore.
The fuck?
He's not talking.
No, I am. The fuck? Oh shit! Hang on. Uh. Uh-oh. Hello. Oh shit. Uh. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I could hear you all beforehand.
Okay.
You just said I stopped talking though.
Okay. So, Rev.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I thought, you cut out perfectly with that G, and I thought, oh, don't worry, it's just a girl when you were talking about Codex, and it's like, damn, sexism.
No, no, racism and sexism is your character's forte, Chris. Let's be honest. We all know that. you play a
If only there was a sexy
fucking elf once,
Warforged.
and you just start going no, no to genetics, no to fucking genders, and no to races. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, anyways, let's get the fucking stream fully started. Hang on. Go.
Listen,
Okay.
listen.
Go ahead. I said go ahead, Chris. Goddamn, that doesn't mean stop.
I think, never mind, I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, I was gonna say, it'd be really funny. So here's the thing. With Rouse especially, he can forgive. He has no problem with you being like gay or lesbian because you can't choose that. However, if you're a different race, just be better. Just do better. Polymorph. There's options.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus. Oh God.
There's options. You can be an elf. It doesn't matter what kind of elf. Just be an elf.
You do realize polymorph doesn't allow you to change. Hang on,
He
hang
can
on.
forgive most things.
Polymorph doesn't allow you to change races, you fuckwit.
Mhm.
It changes you into a certain fucking animal of choosing.
I'm going to check polymorph now because true polymorph allows you a lot more leeway.
Yeah, but
So
normal
maybe that's
polymorph
correct.
is just
But
you choose a
True
fucking
polymorph.
animal.
Whatever the one.
that I know. But I'm checking just in case there's like a stipulation specifically.
Alright.
So
Whatever spell it is, you can just become an elf. You can just be better.
reincarnation also works for that if you want to become an elf, but it is a roll of the die.
1 second, I'm gonna check my mic real quick. Let's see if I do that. Yeah, it still shows me in there. Okay. Then that. I might have to reset my Discord, but either way. Okay, let's go.
The target's cases, including mental ability scores, replace specific children beasts. The creature's limited in the reformed female.
I think.
It is only beasts.
Yeah. So yeah, told you.
So unless there are any beasts that can speak, you're fucked.
Just instantly turns into a parrot and starts slinging world-based racial slurs. Alright, well, anyways, let me get this intro out of the way first. Alright, folks, for those of you joining in now or joining into the VOD, thank you one and all for coming, of course, and also because of the fact that you just sat through whatever the fuck that debacle of content was. So as you all know, we are here for our normal, now, Friday session of Hearts of Dawn. Also, tomorrow, around, I think, the same time we were starting this, I will be having another Cult of the Lamb stream for our little glitchdom in our hailing of Lord Gaben himself and fighting off Windows XP, Linux, and everything else in between. Hope you join us then. And now let's get to the story, shall we? So, would anyone like to give recap, or what shall I?
I already have. I'm already trying to go for magic items of you. I don't need anything
I wasn't
else.
going to offer any magic items per se, but I was going to say if you did a good enough job, I'd give you some gold.
I don't really need gold right now. I'm like kind of
You
good.
can never have enough gold.
Oh fuck!
What?
Oh wait, that's just need to reload my Roll20.
Sorry, I gotta put.
I swear, if my fucking okay, it doesn't seem to be my password that's wrong. It seems to be Roll20's being a bit of an idiot.
I mean, Roll20
Yep, okay, Roll20 was just being an idiot.
recently has been having some startup fuck-ups, so, you know.
Yeah, it said there was an error, and then, but thankfully, for a second there, I thought, did somebody hack my account? No, it was literally just, oh, it had an error and shit itself. So, I'm good. I'm good.
No.
I was so scared it's going to be like, your account was compromised. Please, please
Well, I mean,
email me $2,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you not have 2FA set up, or?
I'm not going to dignify that with a response on a public chat.
What the fuck do you mean? I
to
truly,
answer the question in the positive or
what?
To answer that question in the positive or the negative would give people more information to figure out how to get around my security. Okay? I'm a paranoid fuck. Also, did you send the details of my character's description to your friend who did drawing?
No, not yet. I've been letting them work on some of their other stuff as of current because they got a lot of reference sheets put in already from their posts and stuff. So I'm letting them have some time.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I'll give it to them when I get the chance. If possible, I would like to do kind of like I said earlier with like the faction style of art. You know, obviously there'd be the main party, but then for each faction from ranging deities and such, from Bahamut to Eternia to Cypher and so on and so forth. Alright, let's see here. I need to find a song real quick. Good song. No, that won't work. That won't work. I don't need anything there. God. I will also say as well. Shit. What was it? Chances are I'm gonna put a fucking poll into the chat later, probably after session, for a long session, just based off who's here right now. Would yes, no, maybe?
Dude, I can't believe what's happening.
Maybe?
What are you talking about, Sanjay?
Okay, so you said yes, no, maybe, and I said, dude, I can't believe what's happening, which is the beginning lines of like a fucking Disney XD TV show.
I was never a Disney kid.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Same.
I was always a Cartoon Network kid. I will die on that fucking hill. Or, well, let me clarify. I was a Cartoon Network kid up until about 2012, because I think right after that Teen Titans Go came out, and I don't think Cartoon Network. Personally, I don't think Cartoon Network existed after that debacle began to exist.
Nowadays, Cartoon Network is effectively dead.
Yeah.
And Nickelodeon is effectively dead.
Yeah.
And Disney XD is effectively dead.
Hasn't
children's
Disney XD
TV
or whatever
program-
shit been dead since like 2008 or some fuck?
No, because there was the Owl House, which was like 2023,
I thought that was
2024.
like I thought that was like a main sort of streaming service animation or whatever. Either way, I digress.
No,
So,
the Owl House and Amphibia, those two are like the last bastion of like kids' TV programming that was trying to be more than just like
slop.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So, as for a small recap, I suppose. Excuse me, had to yawn. So, coming back from the Friday session into Tuesdays, you had gotten some backup against Frosttide. You had essentially found him draining each and every corpse of Necrozma's offspring of any sort of power. You began to fight for a couple rounds. He started going through phases. Once you started to kind of plant your feet in and kind of get moored in, you found that he was using different types. The basis would be different types of, essentially, holy smites in a sense of rotting smites, negating healing and dealing necrotic damage. You also found as well that after a time limit went up, he transformed. In phase 3, the timer ran up, and he essentially became a cancer of life. He is essentially something more than flesh now, horrifyingly enough. And then you were released, or not released, but he disappeared as you were all kind of blasted back to the far corners of the mausoleum room, and you retreated back to the Palace of the Frostborn. Had a talk with Necros. He wasn't unnecessarily mean by any means. He was more than willing to allow your friend Vulcan to come back to life with the information you had given him, and had also sent you on your way with a couple parting gifts. The person who had assassinated both the Fell brothers' parents and tried to kill Vulcan, Kairos, the bastard child and illegitimate dictator and would-be ruler of the Tieflings in their current state in Dawngrasp, pre-finding of Obsidious Blackheart. You would also find out that, not just find out from knowledge or anything, but also by seeing him, that he has essentially been put through the ringer of corruption with some of the Fell's influence. You also were led with him as a sort of, taking him as a political prisoner, or a gift, more in line, back to the Fell brothers. Also, he has told you he's willing to train Nimbus with some of his personal Hound Masters. Also, your flail, the flail of Tiamat, Polaris's, is currently being essentially reforged to do pure radiant damage instead, to spite the fuck out of Tiamat. Also, the armor of the Dreadlord, which Vulcan, aka Crystal's bearing, is got a hole punched through it and a massive shadowy tendrils ripped out and crushed. His armor is now uncursed and obviously repaired after the whole punching through. But still, all your armor and weaponry, as of new and current, is now uncursed. You, as the end of last session, you had went through
That armor was cursed?
You had went through one of the large fell portals that you had actually saw back in Justicia in the Secret Lab sub-level 31. Apparently, Necros had been working on one of these for a long time as well, with the remnants of the first incursion force that had landed within the taiga and tundra and frozen over. Yeah. From there, you
And the rock
pretty
paper
much saw the Fell Brothers come in and, with just true murderous intent, and grab Kairos as he's kicking and screaming, trying to get away.
And Vulcan went with them.
Yep. So, starting off from that point, does anyone follow the Fell Brothers into the elevator they came through? Besides Vulcan, of course.
Besides, I'm
Yeah.
fucking with him.
Probably not. I looked at his task. He's just awaiting further instruction.
Sanji?
I honestly don't know. I think the only thing I really want to do right now in character would just be to just follow along with whatever the rest of the group wants to do. 'Cause she's tired. She wanted to go see Venus and hasn't been able to do that. And now their ride is left in the country coming back down to them, so unless they take the dragons, the Black Knight air fee. But, that's just swapping one car ride up for another car ride, you know. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, though, it's not like it's frowned upon by any means, so...
but yeah, I think I'll just follow for a little while.
Alright. Kind of assuming for Slayer...
I swear to God, if I swear everyone just...
What was that, Sanji? You broke up for me.
Huh?
I
Assuming for me what?
Sanji, you broke up.
I was going to say,
never mind.
I hope it... I was going to say, I hope that me saying this doesn't just result in us like sitting around for 20 minutes going, oh.
Well, no,
Anyway.
I was going to say, so if you're following Vulcan, Slayer, you'd probably follow along just kind of in the lines of bodyguard issue in a sense. You get on this elevator, the entrance in is actually a lot smaller than what is actually inside. It's almost like this sort of freight-styled elevator, but obviously it's either for taking equipment into large loading bays and or dropping people off in research bays like you just appeared in from the portal. As you would see Varrock basically smash his fist sideways against sub-level 7.
He's Vulcan's gonna like kind of grab the chin of Kairos. Did you really think that you were gonna escape all three of us?
Well, to be fair, I thought I had already escaped you after I fucking stabbed you.
The gods are not as... What's the word? The gods aren't as in your favor as you would would believe. You traitorous piece of shit, as he's going to take the mace and he's going to hit him in the face.
Ah! Oh, you still got it. Not much I can say for the brother's parents, though, as you would see Mana grab his hair, smash his face into the wall repeatedly, as you would hear just the cracking of bone and teeth. Don't worry, I'm gonna repair that once I'm done! Ha! Fuck!
He's gonna make Kairos look at him, as he's gonna kind of pull down his armor and show the scar and the tattoo over it. This, my friend, is going to be the reason. This is going to be the reason and the way and the cause for not only my living but your demise.
As he'd spit out this broken, shattered tooth. Oh, you fucking asshole. Oh, you always were a spitting image of your fucking father. Too dumb to see the bigger picture, but more than happy enough to rush headfirst into combat.
Look where you're... Never fucking mind. There's no even point reasoning with you, because you're the one who's covered in fell crystals, partly corrupted, about to, have his entire shit kicked in for the next what? Question, do you two have a execution planned yet, or is this kind of a make it up as we go kind of thing?
We have something ready. We've actually been planning on how to do it for a while since our parents' demise. But we're going to.
Is that Vulcan or is that Mana?
We're going to. It'd be Manafel. He's still got his hands wrapped tight, his hands and claws wrapped deeply in Kairos' hair, as he's yanking it back to kind of almost strangle him in a sense, but keeping him well beyond the grasp of suffocation. We've been planning something for a while, but it's always been evolving, and, well, there's no reason to rush this. Me and my brother are going to have some fun with this bastard.
I assume you'll be letting me join, hopefully.
Of course. Of course. Varrock would kind of speak up.
This mother...
he, as of current, he is in this sort of situation of brutality. He is the only sort of one with a calm, cold sense of almost detached nature for the time being. Of course. Your family, after all, in a sense. Blood-related or not, of course.
Of course.
As you would hear the slight ding, you'd hear the dinging of the elevator's numbers as they continue to rise up before landing on subfloor 8. As the door would open to this almost sort of horrendously clinical, just white texture of almost like this large infirmary, but you don't see any sort of, as you would know, medical equipment outside that is for potentially healing people.
Oh.
Come on, let's get you strapped in.
Quick question.
Oh yeah, go ahead, sorry.
He's gonna look at the brothers. Before we kill him and all that jazz, and after all of this, do you have enough healing magic? Do you have enough healing magic and resurrection spells for me to push him off the top of this tower?
Well, it's saying this out of character. It's not a tower; it's a palace. So, I wouldn't really say it's.
Still.
I really wouldn't say it's necessarily jump off height or push off height, kind of Russian oligarch style. But you can still do it. But I think the best way, as of current, is good old fashioned, bloodied and beaten and ripped apart. because
No,
the thing is,
no. I'm just saying I want to find the tallest.
well, I mean, the thing
Uh-huh.
is though, you want this to be a sort of thing of keeping a good surprise from the people, and you don't want to have a corpse drop down from the sky and then people be confused instead of happy.
That's fair. However, I would very much like him to feel how it felt to be fucking dropped off a cliff as he's fucking motherfucker.
Well, I'm not going to.
I hope you know that hurt hit. I hope you know that
Sorry, go ahead.
he's gonna look at Kairos. Well, he's gonna look at Kairos. I hope you know that fucking hurt.
No shit, it was meant to do more than hurt. As Mana would continue to grab him by the scruff of his neck and his hair and drag him in. As for those of you following behind, you would see through this large sort of infirmary, like, or just kind of medic bay, as it would be essentially. You'd see small signs next to doors occasionally. These iron brass doors that have like maybe a slotted sort of window to push something through. Other than that, though, there's no light into the room. There's no way to look into the room. There's no way to look out of it as well. You'd see almost these you'd see a couple beastkin here and there, but as far as you can see, kind of personnel-wise, it's a large assortment of different colored or different scaled Dragonborn. All of these it's lighter sort of armor in a military sense for moving quicker, but you can tell it still has a good bit of durability, and you see what is essentially a couple of the Dragonborn militaries, medical symbols on them, signifying they are medics.
So that's your plan to keep this fucker alive.
Mana would just start chuckling as he's dragging Kairos, as he's kicking and screaming.
As he's screaming, he's just gonna like look at him. You should have thought about this years ago, you fucker.
Oh, he'll have plenty of time to think about it when we send his damn soul back to his masters. As Mana would, or as Varrock would move in front and grab, kind of push open one of the larger doors in the large bay, and it's open to this almost medicinally white and clean sort of dungeon setup. You see in the middle of the room this large sort of strapping chair, essentially a dental chair, but more for the purpose of torture. As there are various tools, and medics are already starting to kind of gather around and make their presence known in making their way into the room to get ready.
God. It's been a good while since I've... What is the word? How do I put this? It's been a good while since I've experienced how methodical you two are.
Varrock would whisper over to you.
Very fun.
Varrock would whisper over to you. Mana is, at times, even for myself and for you, you might have to step out with Mana. He's got a lot of shit built up. And not in a fucking good way.
Can I leave?
Yes, you can leave. I'm not gonna make you stay.
Varrock would look over. Yes, by all means. The dorms you were staying in before are perfectly fine for you to stay in again. Don't stray too far. There might be something we need you for later, or just all of you for later, actually, including ourselves. So, don't stray too far, of course. Go shopping, go get something to eat. Do as you must.
She is totally going back to the ice cream parlor again after this.
Trust me, Rock. I think after everything we've been through, watching Mana have his way with this bastard would not be the worst of it.
I'm not even saying for the fact that he
But-
was gone for. I'm not saying because of the fact he was gone for 18 years, give or take. I'm saying more along the lines of because where he's just come back, and the loss of our parents and all, he's got a lot of pent up emotions from what he wasn't able to say and tell them, and the little bit of time he was only able to spend with them after he came back. He's not the same as he was beforehand.
He's gonna rip this fucker in half, isn't he?
Given his way, yes. That's why some of the Platinum Guard in the room know how to search for certain signs to calm him down, at least just a partial bit, so he can regain some sense of stability.
Yeah, because I don't think we want to kill him yet.
No, but the bonuses we have some of the finest medics here within our combat squadrons, and well, let's just say if he dies, it won't last too long.
Glimpse of freedom, glimpse of hope, glimpse of the end. No.
Exactly.
If he dies, doesn't die?
I hope he's gonna look at Vrock. When we do kill him, I want to make sure there's no way for him to come back.
Fully agreed. As you would continue talking, they're strapping Kairos down to this sort of modified dental chair, arms tied down, wrists and by forearms, legs tied down as well from the knee down, basically immobilizing him fully. So every waking second of what he's about to experience, he can't move from, he can't twitch from, and he certainly can't fucking twist away from. As you're talking though, Varrock can just kind of whisper over. Well, we do have a platform set up already above. Necros was kind enough to give us the heads up when he captured him. Some people have been wondering above what the stage was for. We've kept them in a blissful sort of surprise element. So when they see him up there with us and you, we'll give you the stab at his heart, and then me and my brother will take his head. We'll begin to parade his corpse to the streets, either up on posts or so forth. Consider it a impromptu military parade.
He's gonna pull out the spear of the Alpha. We can put his.
Fine by me.
He pulls out the spear of the Alpha. We can put his head on this. I'll fucking lead that shit.
We've also set up a couple live feeds with Crusader News, one of our more recent broadcast channels for news and such. So this will be a good sort of breaking out point for them as well.
Fun.
So, for the next 30 to 40-ish minutes, obviously Sanji and
Sadly,
Slayer,
I don't know.
I will let you do as you please. Huh? Just DM me what you would want to do in the meantime. Slayer, if you want to stay and watch, I will fully allow it. Obviously, players, or Sanji, I know you're not going to stick. I know character-wise you're not going to stick around for this. So if you want to just send me a DM of what you will be doing, what you would want to be doing until you're summoned back, go ahead.
I do have to leave soon. By soon, I mean like 20 minutes. I'll stick around. So yeah, I'll message you.
Okay. So,
okay.
I would say for the next 30 to 40-ish minutes, out of everyone in the sealed chamber, you were just seeing with either blade, bludgeon, or fist and claw, you you were seeing Mana just scream and yell his head off as he beats and bloodies and repeatedly kills Kairos over and over and over again. And with each punch and bludgeon, you would think he'd get weaker with use of energy. He's only getting angrier and stronger. He's essentially pulling a barbarian.
No. Vulcan's enjoying this. He's loving it. He is itching for his turn, and he's gonna fuck this fucker up.
One of the Platinum Guard would step forward towards Mana, placing a calming hand on his shoulder, as you'd see Mana slump lightly. as he goes to turn and look at both you and Varrock, he is just drenched in red as he'd kind of pant. Alright. Your turn. As he would kind of walk back with the guard.
Vulcan's gonna come down and then kind of approach Kairos, grabbing one of his horns and forcing him to look at him.
One of the medics will walk forward. I'd say, one second, sir. As she would pull out a syringe and just stab him in the chest, as what appears to be this almost sort of radiant yellow glow spreads over him, almost like a concentrated lay on hands in a syringe. As he's healed fully, as his eyes unswell and he's able to look at you. There you go. As she rips the syringe away and walks away with it.
How long did you think you were gonna escape for? A couple weeks, a couple years? Not forever. You knew that, right?
You're lucky the Lich up north is able to feel everything, or I would have had a fucking fireworks show.
Is that... True. You know, before we get started, I think I should get some trophies. Just some trophies from this experience. As he's gonna pull out his longsword and kind of like grab hold of his horns.
That's
he's gonna
fine.
cut off. He's going to quite literally cut off of his horns.
You'd see him grit his teeth as he's like stealing himself as you rip his horn off.
But you wouldn't mind. Oh no, he cuts off both. He's taking both.
He cuts off both. Okay. Yeah, I'd say.
He's taking both.
I'd say you're able to rip them free with relative success. Some of them are, some portions of them break in kind of. I guess the best term would be kind of shatter.
Well, he cuts them off with his longsword, with his.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'd say you get both the swords then. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants us. Yeah, he's gonna look at one of the Dragonborns. You wouldn't mind finding someone to preserve these taxidermy, or something along those lines.
One of the medics would kind of look around for a second. I'm sure some of the Beastkin wouldn't mind the attempt. To try, at least. It's been a long while since they've had a more recent object to do it with. As one of them would pull out almost this sort of vacuum-sealed container and walk over holding it out to you for you to put them in.
Yeah, he puts them in. As he's going to look at Kairos. This is going to be fun. As he's going to take his hand and take there is a little bit of his horn left, like the nubs. He's gonna hold like the nub of his horn as he's going to dig as much of his hand into his hair as his hand and his horn as much as he can. Pull his head back and fully we're gonna cast a spell here. He's gonna punch him with Thunderous Smite in the neck just to fucking like thunder his voice box.
God, that sounds wrong, but okay. You're basically karate chopping his throat with this Thunderous Smite.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't want him to speak. He wants him to. He's.
I would say when you go to do that, yeah, it works really fucking well. As you kind of, you're not one for any sort of martial arts in the sense like maybe Slayer, like Relic would be, but you tear his head back for a second, and instead of putting your fist in this sort of chopping motion, you curl it into a fist and you slam it into you slam the side of your fist into like what is essentially where his Adam's apple is, as the electricity just spasms out, as you hear this sort of as he reacts to the large jolt of electricity.
Oh no. This is only the beginning, you motherfucker. As he's going to like take the thing of lordly might, he's going to press. I'm trying to find it. We're gonna turn it. We're gonna press button 5. We're gonna make it into a battering ram, and we're going to. We're gonna turn it into a battering ram. He's going to get up on top of Kairos, and he's going to battering ram into his sternum.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say as you do that, you just see the utmost terror in his eyes as for like, I'd say like maybe the next 20 to 30-ish minutes, just this pure, unending, almost torturous treatment. As one of the Platinum Guard comes up, as you're kind of finishing up and puts a hand on your shoulder to kind of signal you to fall back a bit. As the last of the three of you to walk up is Varrock. As he will walk up, he'd brandish a small, almost sort of ornate relic-style blade, with what you can tell is one of the Fell family kind of sigils in there. Your body's not going to last, but for the time it does, I'm going to make sure you remember it horridly. As he would begin to carve this sort of draconic skull in almost unrealistic detail into Kairos' chest, as it begins to burn with this radiant yellow light as it drags along before it's completed, putting him in this almost unending sort of circuit of torture and suffering. As he would step back and sheath the blade, I think it's time, don't you think?
Oh. Yes, I do. Mana?
Mana would kind of just be shaking himself out of his own just rage-filled stupor. Well.
Me and Vark are done, if you want to make the announcement.
Fine. He'd grab a walkie-talkie from his side, Make the announcement. Get as many people into the town square as you can. This one's going to be fun. As he shut the radio off and put the
He's not-
walkie-talkie back and put it aside.
He's gonna press button 1 on the Rod of Lord Might and turn it into a normal long sword. He's not gonna turn it on yet.
Yeah. The Platinum Guard will walk forward to Kairos as the medics are starting to unstrap him as he's still squirming in this just prolonged divine smite from the carving. Making sure he's still able to be as conscious as possible in feeling when whatever's to occur occurs. As the Platinum Guard grab him by both arms and begin to drag him back towards the elevator to where you will all who are in there assumedly rise to the normal level of the palace.
God, this brings me joy.
As the
was
last
only a
ding
step.
from the elevator sounds out, arriving at the first floor with no minus sign in front of it, floor 1. As the elevator doors ding open, you hear this almost instant uproarious cheer, even from this deep within the palace. You can already tell a lot of people are standing outside and waiting.
He's gonna look at the brothers. You ready, gentlemen?
Let's fucking do this. Mana says, let's just fucking do this. I want to see him die. Vara kind of nodding softly. Let's end this, shall we? Let me change the song real quick.
He's gonna start walking as he's gonna whisper to Kairos. This is for all of the people you've murdered, all of our kind that you have betrayed. This is not just for me and my own penance, my own revenge. It's for every person you've hurt while I was not there to help. The hundreds of bodies, the hundreds of dead that you killed only to satisfy your own selfish needs and power and power fucking need for power.
You
You'll
power trip.
find
Power trip
that
will be
I will
the
find not
power
only your
trip will be the description.
co-conspirators, not only those who helped you. Yeah. Your fucking power trip. I will not only find your lackeys, your helpers, your participants, but I'm going to personally help my father make sure every inch of your fell masters are destroyed.
For those like you, Sanji, who are at
God.
this ice cream parlor, with these large, almost the same.
God, you and the other traitors adore this place.
For you, Sanji, you're in this ice cream parlor, the same one you last were speaking with your grandmother within. You see on the flat screen.
Cut out.
Go ahead. My mic might be lagging just a tad
No.
bit, so.
You just cut out for just a second or so.
Oh, okay.
You should
yeah.
be fine.
Okay, yeah. So, you're at this ice cream parlor, the same one you last interacted with your grandmother on, or within during the assassination of the Fell brothers' mother and father. You're eating is whatever you had ordered. As you see any sort of TV channels that were playing on the flat screens beforehand instantly swap over to Crusader News. this large, just radiant yellow and red banner flashing over the screen with breaking news as it shows the outside of the palace, this large walkway like gallows that you walked out of when you walked past when you were walking out of the palace. You didn't know what the fuck it could be for, but you could only assume, and your assumption was correct. As you see the brothers and Vulcan walk forward, behind them a large retinue of Platinum Guards stepping forward onto the platform as well, dragging Kairos behind them. As you also see just this abundance of people, whether Dragonborn, Beastkin, Nebula Elf, even the occasional Tiefling here or there who hasn't shied away from the sort of animosity, the events that have occurred.
Okay.
Back at the large gallows
He's gonna
walkway.
kind of look at the brothers.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's gonna look at the brothers. You know, gonna make a speech or?
Varrock would kind of grunt for a second before glancing at Mana. This is your opportunity. Give him hell. Fine. I don't know if I'm not angry enough to speak, but here we are. Fine. As he would walk forward, one of the Platinum Guard casting Thaumaturgy on him, as his voice blasts out through the crowd as the cheers continue. People of Justicia, citizens of Dawngrasp, residents of good and justice alike. Nearly 2 weeks ago, 2 of our 4 founders were killed by a mysterious assassin who slit the throats of our parents and knocked out the Platinum Guard next to them. They left them alive as a message, but they killed ours as a deeper one. Today we right those wrongs, and today we mark the beginning of a new era. The era of retribution, where rats and curs and cowards such as this one, slinking in the shadows, will not be able to survive, will not be hidden from the eyes of the world. We will bring them to the light, and when they are in his glorious basking, we will cut them free from their shackles and cut their heads free from their bodies. Let this be an example to anyone out there deeming to do harm to another justice dweller or one of us. You are not safe, and you never will be. As the cheers from the crowd just go crazy. You could, if this was a concert, it would be making the ground fucking shake. Gods, bring him forward. As the Platinum Guard begin to drag forward Kairos to the forefront, both brothers standing on one side, both sides, and you behind him. Let this also be an example that not one being makes the example of the rest of a race. Our Tiefling brothers and sisters have suffered because of this bastard, and we will not let that continue on. We will go on in the memory of their rebellion, of their resistance. Let this be an example of their might and courage and resistance against oppression.
He's as he kind of finishes his sentence, Vulcan's gonna like grab his head, tilt it back, and fucking send his blade into his heart, lighting it on fire and using his the sword's life drain, for priming his throat to be fucking cut off.
As you would do so, both brothers, with their long swords still out, would raise it and smash it over the back of his head, as with one thud, 2 thud, 3 thud, as his head rolls lifelessly, staring out at the crowd. The cheers going crazy. The impromptu military parade, as it is, you would hear cannons ring out in this sort of celebratory gunfire in the marking of a dead tyrant.
He's gonna walk up to the head, and he's gonna put the head on the Spirit of the Alpha, and he's going to look at the brothers. We should probably bring the body to the end of the parade so we can fucking burn it in holy fire.
Mana would laugh deeply, almost with this renewed sort of jovial mood. Now you're speaking my language. Come on, let's go. As you would see the crowd slowly start to part, as the body would be picked up and the head would be kind of stuck on the Sphere of the Alpha like a pike, as the three of you and the Platinum Guard would begin to kind of head this large parading crowd to what is essentially where you see the sun setting in the distance, kind of at the outskirts of the city of Justicia. As you, for those of you in buildings like Polaris, you would see the crowds pass, cheering, chanting, "Justice! Justice! Justice! Death to the tyrant! Death to the coward!" And upon reaching the edge of Justicia, where the sun is setting, you would all... the body would be set down in this almost splayed out position. Both brothers' blades gleaming with this radiant light, with a holy smite ready to go. As both brothers would nod at you before looking back at the crowd.
He would pull the.
Go ahead.
He would pull off the head off the Spirit of the Alpha, lay it on the body, and pull out his blood touched Fang and Machine Drake, and like point it with them.
Mana would look back once again at the crowd. For the Lord of Justice and the Lord of our scales, for those who seek the justice within this world that might sometimes be too dark to see and too hard to believe in. This is the revival of justice and reason. As their blades would ignite further, one by one, Varrock would sink his blade into the corpse, then you, and then Mana, as the body just glows with this radiant yellow light, before almost sort of vaporizing into this radiant yellow dust, or mist.
He's as they finish and he pulls out his sword, he's gonna sheath it and kind of look at the brothers and look at the crowd. Not only for the Lord of Scales, but not for the God of Violence, the God of Revenge, the God of Rebellion, the God of this traitor, what are the words? I'm forgetting words. This traitor, this soothsayer, backstabber.
Soothsayer would be someone who predicts the future.
Fuck you. Traitor.
Well, I'm sorry that your vocabulary sucks.
This traitor. This backstabber. This man who has brought only death to my kind. You have betrayed not only me, not only my father, not only our people, but everything our race has stood for. Everything our god Pholus has stood for. May your soul forever rot in whatever hell you belong in, whatever hell you went to. He's gonna kind of look at the brothers. Anyone else want to get pissed drunk?
Mana would start laughing again with this just truly renewed attitude. You know what? I'm all for it. As he'd look back at the crowd. Folks, let's go ahead and make this a new holiday. Another day of freedom for our lives and for those to come. Let's get fucking drunk. As you'd hear the crowd just go uproariously wild again. Come on, let's go. As they would begin to as they begin to walk through the crowd,
sick
as
of
they
him.
part like the Red Sea.
Yeah, he's following them. Before, as we were walking through, he kind of like turns around, fucking sacred flame the body one more time, fucking make sure that fucker's down, fucker's dead.
Yeah, I would say it's getting pretty late now in the day. Those of you who would be out, like Polaris, would have probably returned to the palace already. Despite the actions, everyone, either celebratory or not, is in just one of the happiest moods you've seen in just a long while since the incursion of Tiamat and Zenith, since the appearance. There's this sort of renewed hope and rekindled love of just one another, and just this sort of hope for the future.
So, everyone
Oh,
celebrates the death of someone very bad, but very publicly.
Yep.
So it's not
Yeah.
like she can just ignore that because she'll look like a traitor. But at the same time, she still doesn't do well with crowds. So she's still just, as she was transitioning back over to the palace, she was just like, eating ice cream and going, hoo-hoo, trying not to look at the bloody head on a stick, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just like, she's just licking her mint chalky chip, and just going back and posting a letter and going, brain freeze.
Yeah, I'd say
She's just
honestly you're able to
waiting,
get back.
like the sign.
I'd say you're able to get back into the
whichever
palace
way.
really fucking easy. So. By the time you're
Yeah.
arriving
Okay.
pretty much back at the sort of diplomat dorm area, you're seeing both Vulcan and the brothers walk in. You see both brothers are carrying these large, almost barrel-esque sort of tankards of some sort of alcohol. As you know, most paladins are pretty much impervious to being drunk. It seems as though they've found some way to bypass it. They have found some sort of special fucking alcohol and mixture to just say fuck that to the rules.
It's been a good hot minute since he's gonna look at the brothers. I don't think I've been drunk since right before you left, Nana.
It has been too long since I've fucking let loose like this. As he's kind of like, he's already like just, he's not even fighting against the sort of inebriation, he's just letting it wash over him. Oh fuck, Varrock, I haven't felt this way since we fucking were leaving Cosmia. Oh my god. I feel happy again.
What's Cosmia?
Varrock's still being sort of level-headed at this moment.
He's gonna look at. He's gonna
Despite
look at.
still drinking, just notices you.
Sober.
We'll be able to discuss that later. I'm sure it would actually intrigue you a lot, actually.
Probably, but I'm just confused.
He's gonna look at. he's gonna look at her. I'm gonna make an assumption that it's the place Mana was sent to, and Varrock went to go get him.
Well, I can make that assumption, but
you just want to know
what
more
the-
about it.
I mean, yeah.
Fair. That's fair. Now, let's drink. As he's going to grab a glass. He's gonna grab like a wooden mug, hit it against the table real fast, and fucking down it.
You would see both the brothers just with these ripped open
I just
barrels.
Look at you and just.
Man is just guzzling down his. He's lifting it up essentially like if a water cooler jug is. If you were drinking from the sort of spout of a water cooler, that'd be essentially what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's fucking underneath the tap, fucking.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have like a you wouldn't happen to have like a, I don't know, a raspberry schnapps or something like that?
Varrock is still kind of.
Like she's not looking
So
for
kind-
hard alcohol. She's looking.
Varrock
She's
is
looking
still
for
kind of
fruity.
himself as of current. He'd kind of think for a second. Let me think. I know I have something. He walk to his room for a second, kind of rummaging around for a bit. Let's see. Bastion Mead, no. Theron Phylactery Whiskey, no. Here we go. As he pull out this, as you see this kind of this sort of almost cosmic like themed bottle of almost like this Eternian sort of wine. You would know it's sort of lightweight to your people. It's more meant for flavor than actually getting shit faced off of.
Ah,
I think
So
I found the
actually-
perfect.
nice. Rather than get you drunk. Nice. Yeah, she drinks some of that.
Hey, Varrock,
Yes.
Rev, I think
Yes.
I found what I look at Hearts of Dawn. Is that what he's doing?
I'm taking a look. 1 second. No. So think the water cooler itself, the actual jug at the top. Think of that, but you ripping the top off a barrel and just lifting it up and just chugging.
Oh,
yes.
It's the get a keg all over your face approach.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I would like to mention: is that man naked? Is that man naked?
Wait, why does that look like? Wait, what
Well,
show
would
is that
you
from?
like
I
to
feel like I
know?
know what the show is from. I feel like it's from the show where that meme, it's free real estate comes
I
from.
don't know.
Look at what
Yeah,
Victor
yeah,
said!
Victor, yeah.
I actually gotta show the stream this. Hang on.
Yeah.
I gotta show the stream this for anyone watching. Shit. There we go. Now it's loaded. Oh no. Ah. Ah.
I'm cursed you with this image because it's funny.
I didn't realize it was
Funny.
a GIF until now.
It's funny.
Oh my god.
POV, you're thirsty. Yeah, it moved. Yeah, it moved.
Ah!
POV, you're thirsty at 3 a.m. POV, you're thirsty at 3 a.m.
Oh my fucking god. Whew. Oh fuck.
Just chugging that shit. I'm sorry, that's just funny to me.
No,
I hope you know.
yeah.
I searched up drinking. And that was one of the very like that thing. But I searched up. switched up drinking. That was like the top three. That was like the third thing that popped up. And I'm like, yes. Continuing.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Continuing on. Essentially, throughout the night, the sound of partying outside it doesn't really die down until just pretty much before dawn itself, as Winter and Varrock being a bit more laid back when it comes to alcohol, or when it's coming to this alcohol, is still a little bit normal when it comes to being conscious with thought, despite the amount of alcohol he's drank. Winter Mana, however, has downed at least 3 barrels of this magic sort of mead that has apparently been able to, or is meaning to have bypassed these sort of paladin magic of being immune to illness and sickness. Basically, paladins can't get drunk off normal shit, but he was certain that this was going to do it, and he was correct. The rest of you, some of you were kind of staggered throughout the night, especially Vulcan. Kind of arm locked with fucking Manifel, as you're both just kind of having this large sort of relief internally and externally of having some real form of happiness once again, and just drinking to celebrate it.
All right, drink off. Fucking.
You'd see
At
Mana
this
kind
point,
of.
me and him are going like.
You'd see Mana kind of slumped against the wall, just a couple barrels next to him. Nope, no contest, just drink. Not a day for proving yourself. Just be happy. Ugh. Oh, I needed this.
Bet. Fucking chugging a keg.
Just tunic.
Yeah,
I don't think we. I don't. Oof. You gotta look at the brothers. I don't think we've went on this hard of a rager since. Remember that time when we.
Family Guy cutaway gag. Insert here.
Of like. Huh?
I'm.
You look at them. Remember that time? Remember that time when we were younger and we found that like stash of real strong like well, I don't remember what it was, but it was really strong in y'all's basement. And we were on the floor.
Oh yeah, and fucking Silver's Grasp. Yeah.
Forget what it was.
This was before we got